I have some genuine questions for Sam Levenson. For context, I am an intimacy coordinator. I was in LA pursuing acting, modeling, etc. for 23 years. My one-sided beef with Sam Levenson began when I realized that he had stolen the visual concept and cast of Petra Collins, who is one of my absolute favorite photographers. She's an incredible collaborative partner with Olivia Rodrigo, and she's soon to be making movies. Honestly, girl, I cannot wait for you to get your flowers. So well deserved. My second and more personal beef with Sam Levenson, my dear, dear friend, Emily Mead, I might say, experienced blacklisting when she demanded that intimacy coordinators become a standardization in Hollywood, much like someone had to fight to make stunt coordinators a standard practice in Hollywood. Emily put her neck on the line, her career on the line, her reputation, all for the sake of advocating for something that has been desperately needed within the HBO Showtime structure forever. The cast, notoriously, of Game of Thrones wound up speaking very lowly of their experiences doing intimate scenes. Anyway, I watch Emily go through this painstaking process of advocacy, and what does Sam Levinson do after intimacy coordinators wind up being standardized at HBO? He pushes an intimacy coordinator in the closet. Call me crazy. Watching one of my best friends fight her ass off to make sure that people are protected for a show, nonetheless, that felt like it was created by a room full of virgins with not an erotic sensibility in their brain. No shade, but shade. Just pissed me off. So I start looking into Sam Levinson more. I'm like, if he's so resentful of intimacy coordinators being a standard practice at HBO, then is he using us properly on his set? And let me say, as a disclaimer, I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm not on that set. I don't know what's going on. But we do have several articles and statements from actors that have worked on Euphoria. I find these statements troubling. Sydney Sweeney felt her sexualization was gratuitous. She was topless too much, asked to be topless too much. Minka Kelly was asked to drop her dress in a scene, which, by the way, I don't even understand how that would happen. There is no point in which the director should be speaking directly to an actor to request things of them that are in the role of the intimacy coordinator. The intimacy coordinator is supposed to be the go-between and the advocate. This is not just for protecting actors, by the way. Intimacy coordination can be very joyful and wonderful and artistic. You see this so much in the work of Ida O'Brien and Miriam Lucia, who have worked on incredible projects. We are capable of making some extraordinary intimacy, but in these cases, I'm talking about when you're protecting actors. Why is Minka Kelly being asked to drop her dress by the director? That is a conversation for the intimacy coordinator, for Minka's representatives at her agency, management. And then we have Chloe Cherry, which that situation pisses me off as well, because I feel like her nudity and sexuality is just taken for granted. In this article, where her castmate, Agnes Cloud, rest in peace, had to advocate for her when Sam Levinson wanted her to go through a pipe, not a pipe, something, in a hotel room, whatever. She was asked to be butt-ass naked, and Agnes had to say, do we need this for this scene? And she wound up not having to do it that way. Again, why are these conversations happening between a director and the cast directly instead of with an intimacy coordinator? But hey, he already made it pretty clear how he feels about us. So anyway, lastly, one of my perhaps more nuanced take as someone who was trying so hard to be an actress in LA is, Sam Levinson, have you ever considered the difference between consent and mutuality? Everyone that I've seen in the new season, which, what WTF? Like, what is this storyline? What is even going on? Like, obviously I have beef with you already, but dude. But I am observing that every single scene has exploitative, gratuitous, visuals of sex work. And do not mistake me right now. I think it is wonderful, beautiful, all forms of sexual expression artistically. I welcome them. Again, I'm not an intimacy coordinator because I'm not into sex or I'm in the sex police. It's because I love it so much. But I put up a post recently. I moved out of LA. My house burned down in the wildfires in Altadena. And upon reflection, I was looking at all these old photos of myself when I was heavily pursuing acting. And it's so funny because I was talking to Emily actually yesterday about how when you go on a date, if you think things are going well and you're feeling really respected and connected, etc., and suddenly the man suggests sex and it's explicit, and I just was like, and you know how your heart just breaks or your heart just bleeds out because you're like, oh, I thought this was going to be different or something. And now I have to recategorize it. And now I have to be like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Like, this is what we're doing here. Every time I went into a Showtime casting, I would get called in for Californication, and they would just be like, hey, can you sign this waiver before you go in? And it just says that you're willing to show your entire body. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember exactly what it said, but I remember it was like you were signing to be like, yes, I will do explicit scenes. But just that feeling, akin to when the guy's kissing and suddenly it's like, hey, and you kind of have to shift everything. As an actor, like, this is why Hollywood broke my heart, because I came in being like, I want to create, I want to make art, I want to be real, expressive, you know, like all the beautiful little like, hi, I'm here, I'm ready. And then they're like, hey, you want to do that? It's just like so demoralizing. It's so disappointing, and ultimately it wrecked me. It broke my heart. And this is why this new season of this SHIT fest that you call a reputable show on HBO is so disappointing to me, because I'm like, I hope everyone wants to be there. I hope the mutuality is there, because consent is handing a contract to like a 20-year-old virgin like I was, and I'm signing it, but I'm actually crying inside because I'm like, this is demoralizing. This isn't why I came here. God, I wish I didn't have to show my TITs, but here we are. And I just am concerned about that. In the practice of intimacy coordination, obviously fawning is going to be one of the hardest things to recognize. And when an actor is fawning and saying they're okay with something, like, I'm not there to negate what you're saying is okay. I'm just there to create the safest place available for you to express if you don't want to do something or you want to do something differently. But the most important reason why we exist, to me, is to help ensure that a performer is not going into a trauma response. By the way, I'm here to serve all genders, okay? This isn't just about the girls. A lot of people have felt traumatized by these scenes, or they go into a trauma response, or they get triggered in the most genuine sense of the word. Our role is there to ensure that your performers, Sam, are there. They're willing, they're able, they're down, they're excited, God forbid. They're excited to be there. I'm not seeing the excitement in your cast. Like, I'm just seeing that you threw all of these former teenagers into sex work. Like, I am not impressed, dude. The end.